Good morning, everyone. Today we will be presenting a proposal to Cafe Espresso. Who are we? We are Supreme Consultants. We are one of the leading human resource consultant company for food and beverage industry in the UK. We're established in 1991 and we have experience of more than 25 years in this field. And our vision is to provide clients with the best HR solutions. How are we going to do that? We are going to do that by thinking different and by collecting different minds. That is our employees and our experts. So now I'd like to call Ashurya to talk about our success stories.
Thank you, Yuki. As Yuki have already mentioned about who we are, now I'll be talking about our success stories, as our experts are mainly in the recruitment, selection and selection training and performance. Some of the success stories are Cafe Nehru, Heineken UK, Costa Coffee and Dunkin Donuts. In Cafe Nehru, we have developed tracking system and new employee referral program. In Heineken UK, we have implemented the media coaching on counseling to managers, field management and employees in preventing and problem solving. In Costa Cafe, we have implemented the new management referral system. In Dunkin Donuts, we have implemented the policy of attendance guidelines, succession and planning tools. Now talking about our experts, Ms. Yuki Gochan is the project manager. Ashur Shakya, that's me. I'll be handling the award management analyst. Mr. Sudhir Bhatta as the training expert and finance analyst, and Mr. Nihesh Mahajan as recruitment and selection expert. Now I would like to call Yuki for the further presentation.
Okay. Now, Ashura has just talked about the success stories outside an organization. We would like to talk about the success stories that we have inside our organization, that is with our employees. We strongly believe that for a skyscraper to stand tall and strong, you need a strong foundation. Likewise, our employees are our foundation. In our company, without the help and support of our employees, we won't go far in business. So, in Supreme Consultant, we give our employees to present their ideas. We strongly encourage teamwork. We believe in motivating employees and making them enjoy their daily work life in our company. As an employee in Supreme Consultant myself, I enjoy working here and I'm very motivated to do the daily works. You must be thinking why I'm telling you all this. Well, if you choose to entrust us with your employees in the future, you must certainly know how we treat our own employees, right? Being an HR consultant, if we don't treat our employees well, then the company is not worth being a consultant and winning this project. So, now I'd like to talk about the issues that your company has. Firstly, the first issue is high employee turnover rate. Now let's talk about why there is high level of employee turnover. Partly because of low wage, but there are several other reasons, which is unsystematic employment and recruitment strategies. Well, you can just look at this comic art. Your company chooses employees through word of mouth and other unsystematic process. So it's the same as this. But we don't want to be doing that. We want a systematic process. There are other reasons. There are other issues as well. Reasons why you have a high level of employee turnover. They are, firstly, no fixed policies on financial incentives. As you haven't mentioned that you provide any financial incentives to the employees, that is quite demotivating as well. And the other reason is low motivation and morale among staffs. Since the employees are already demotivated, they wouldn't be willing to work for your company. And I mean, if we work for a company, we want to be motivated. We want to come to that work every single day and enjoy the work. And if we don't feel that, why would we even work there? And it seems that your company is doing something not right. And that's where we come in. We come and fix what you're not doing right and solve it. Now, another issue with the company is that you're unable to provide good customer service. Well, once we solve the employees' problems, eventually we will solve the problem of customer service. So you can see that once we solve the HR problems, eventually almost all of the problems will somewhat be fixed in their manners. Now I would like to call Nihish to talk about our first solution strategies.
So now let's start with how we will. Show you the solutions of recruitment and selection. A new systematic recruitment and selection process will be introduced to the company, where recruitments will not be done by word of mouth, rather through job analysis and people specification, which will be posted to the company's official website and also in the social media sites. Now there will be step-by-step selection process as shown in the table. First, the preliminary interview. In the preliminary interview, any people can be informally interviewed. Anyone who is interested can be interviewed informally and asked to hand over their CVs. Now, talking about CV submission, and eligible people will be selected by their CVs and for an interview. A formal interview will be done to the selected people. Then, after the interview comes the selection decision. In the selection decision, whoever meets the criteria of proper job analysis and people specification will be hired for the job. And finally, talking about employment contract, a formal contract will be signed between the employee and the employer for national employee laws of discrimination, harassment, and as well as health policies. Now, I'd like to call Sudip Potter for training solutions.
Thank you, Nish. Double shot, screening camera, flat word. You got confused? Don't worry, I'm here. So I'm here to let you know about the barista. It's all about the barista training process. Courses are very actual, but in general, the rules will be teach to employ everything that you need to know in order to turn out great coffees every time. The courses are hand on hand, and you will be making a real coffee, including this covering area, selecting with the beans and grain to use for your organization, how to extract the coffee from beans and to use espresso machine, how to making different coffee, cappuccino, latte, flat white, etc. Texturing of milk to make a killer cappuccino. Serving the coffee so that it looks like a piece of too good to drink. And we'll having a seminar to the store manager, training to the employee how to deal with a new customer, and training to the employee by identifying in a group to make work related to solve work related problems. Now I'd like to call Ishwarya for.
Thank you, Sudip. Talking about the reward management, we are basically divided into two parts: extrinsic reward and the Kaizen quality circle groups. And extrinsic reward, it's basically the physical incentives. What we have decided is to divide it into particularly two types: profit sharing and free staff meal. Profit sharing is basically the financial incentives provided to the manager when the store hits the sale. What we propose is implementing a fixed policy of providing the financial incentive not just to the manager but to the other employees as well. Another is the free staff meal. As per the living expense of UK is 7.2 85 pounds, and in London it's above 9 pounds. And the wage rate according to the UK's international minimum wage rate 2016 is 6.25. So in order to fill the gap between the expense and the wage rate, the free staff meal can motivate the employees, as well as it enhance the motivate the employees. Also, it helps to ultimately reduce the expense. Lastly, the Kaizen Quality Circle Groups is basically an intrinsic reward. This proposes to encourage the employees' empowerment. What we think is giving some responsibilities to employees in order to solve the problems, analyze them, helps in the empowerment and the teamwork. For example, Toyota company have been implementing this quality circles by simply plan, track, do, and list process, and they have been successful. Now, as you can see in this comic, the fellow employees is shocked to know about the one-day vacation. So you can see by this how important is the rewards for the employees. Now I would like to call Yuki for further presentation.
Our other solutions that we propose are fun at work. Well, it is important not just to work in a company, but also to have fun, so that employees can enjoy their daily work life. What we propose is annual staff parties. Well, it is only a day in a year that employees will get to have fun with their colleagues and enjoy not thinking about the work. In that day, you can offer parties like it can either be like a proper lunch, dinner, or anything like that, just for a day, where you can have games. Fridays, out races on Fridays. Well, this is a very small part of fun at work, but we still think that this will empower or make the employees feel like they are being cared for, or they have a bit of freedom in what they do. Performance management is another proposal that we propose. In performance management, it is simply an ongoing coaching and recommendation that we give to your employees, and it is not just a process that can be completed in a day. It has to be ongoing. Unlike what you are doing now, is your performance review is done only once in a year in your company. We completely want to oppose that, and what we have proposed is that performance review will be done in 6 months gap, but in between the 6 months, the employees will be given feedback on their work and talk to and what can be improved in the work and things like that. So now I'd like to call Nish to talk about the cost estimation.
We're talking about cost estimation. We have tabulated the cost and estimated that one store has at least 6 workers and 1 manager. So we estimated the price in such a way that £2,100 for recruitment and selection, £1,800 for barista training cost, £180 for seminar for managers, £1,200 for quantity groups training cost, £2,800 for performance review, and £1,900 for annual outing. So I'd like to call Sudik to explain a brief about time frame.
Thank you. I'm here to talk about the time frame. That's for the recruitment and selection process, we'll be having 9 days, and for the barista training, we'll be having 2 days. Similarly, for the seminar, we'll be having 1 day seminar, and group training, we are having a 3 days group training. Performance review, we'll having 2 days performance review every month, and annual outing 1 day we have it. And then I'd like to call Yuki for continuing presentation.
Now we have come to our conclusion, and we want to tell you all the reasons why you should choose us as your HR consultant. Well, firstly, we are experienced in this business. We have an experience of 25 years or more, and that is one of the reasons why you should choose us. Other reasons are not just because of our success stories outside our company, but also because how we treat our employees inside our company matters. How we treat our employees inside It's the same way how we're going to treat your employees outside, right? So other reasons include all the solutions that we gave to you, if it fits right to your issues. So that is all that we have to say. I hope you reconsider our proposal and have a look at this. This is another reason why you should hire an HR consultant, so that later your cost doesn't go too high thinking about the problems in your company, fixing the problems on your own. So thank you very much.